Hello, good morning, everyone. Brenda over here at Blaster Works. And as you see, it is Sunday and time for me to add to my Trash Talk, Snack Talk journal for the month of November. And we are doing week 47, I believe. Yes, week 47, which was last week. And we still have 1 week, the week that we're going into now, left for turkey. And then we're done with turkey and we move on to the next month. So next Sunday, I will unbox. Because I already got it, I will unbox the next month. Let's see. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you all my trash for this week. Actually, a little bit more trash than normal. My turkey snacks are these. This was crackers, kind of crackers with a cream cheese-ish type of filling inside. It was pretty good. It's nice and crunchy, crispy. Could have used a little bit more cream cheese filling, but it wasn't too bad. I'd say maybe 8 out of 10. I liked it. I had this with my lunch. I broke it up into like 2 or 3 sittings. And because usually when I'm at work or whatever and I have lunch, I usually like to have something crunchy. I usually have like a bag of chips or something. But instead, I ate these crackers, which were pretty good. And then I also had these pretzel. They're like pretzels. And they were a cheesy onion flavor, which were also very good. I really did like these. I'd say 9 out of 10 for these. Very crispy, light flavor. Flavor was really, really good. Yeah, I would probably buy these if they had them available here. I would buy these again. And yeah, and I ate these over a course of a few days also. All right, so that was my turkey snacks. And they were very good this week. And like I said, I have 1 more week left. Okay, so this, my, my baker boss, what I call her, at work, she had gone to Japan, and she brought back some snacks, and I was interested in this one. So I, out of all the snacks she brought, I grabbed this one and decided to try it. And it's just a chocolate-covered potato chip, which is exactly what it tasted like, was a chocolate-covered potato chip. It was good because it has that sweet and salty combination that I do like. And so, yeah, this could be made anywhere. It doesn't just have to be from Japan. You know what I mean? Like American. I'm sure we have this somewhere. I just never saw it. But yeah, so this was really good. I liked that. And then we go into some of my trash. This was not trash, but this was hanging on my door. And this is from the school up on the corner. There's an elementary school, and they do this every year. And some of you that have watched Trash Talk last year know that I put this in my trash journal. I think it was a hand turkey though last year, but yeah. So this time I caught. Usually it's just the teachers or volunteers from the school that go around and hang it on everybody's door, but this year on my Ring camera I saw the little girl also hanging it up. So I don't know if it was hers or not, or she was just helping, but yeah, it was really cute. So somehow I'm gonna figure out a way to incorporate that into my snack journal. Hopefully it fits and I don't have to trim it in any way. I think it'll fit. If I just kind of tuck it in or use it as a tuck spot or something. I'll have to just take all this off. And these are just, you fill them out and you return them to the school, and then you get into a drawing for like a grocery store gift card. Yeah. So I thought that was really nice. But I won't do that. I'll just, may the odds be in whoever's favor that actually fills those out and brings them back to the school. Go ahead and cut that off now. Okay. Could use these as journaling cards, though. So that's a possibility. Sorry, my throat. No, I'll do that later. Throat is really dry and scratchy today. I hope I'm not getting sick. Okay. There are a lot of people at work getting sick, so hopefully I'm not one of them. I can't afford to get sick. All right, so then these are veggie burgers, frozen veggie burgers that we tried this week. And they're like garden burgers, mushroom quinoa veggie burger with shiitake mushroom, spinach, and black bean. Hubby baked them in our little toaster oven that we have. We still have a box up in the freezer to try again. He's going to pan fry them the next time. I think that would add a little, they were still kind of crispy and not too soft, but they were kind of mushy in the middle. So he's trying to get them to where they're not so mushy in the middle, but that's to be expected, I think, out of a garden burger like this. And it was pretty good size, it wasn't real thin. So, but I liked them. He liked them, but I think he was kind of on the fence. So the next box, he's going to try to pan fry it and see if he likes it better. So yeah, so I just wanted to add this to the journal somehow. And since I think I have a journaling card already with that, I might just cut out the burger. But I kind of want the name too, and I kind of messed it up, but we'll see. We'll see. So I add that, and then remember I told you guys I got the same brand, a different flavor. So this time I tried their holiday stuffing potato chips. Okay, yeah, weird, right? So it tastes like stuffing, and it did taste like stuffing, and it smelled like stuffing. A little too salty for me, so I didn't eat this bag of chips. Hubby ate this bag of chips. I just tried a few, and I decided, flavor was good, everything was good, but it was just too salty for me. So I liked the burnt butter or brown butter sage popcorn that I tried last time. I liked that better than this one, only because it was just a little too salty. And we did find another. This Signature Select has another flavored snack that we are trying. I just have to find the bag. I think hubby finished it, but I can't find the packaging, so it might be in the room, and I don't want to go disturb them. But so if I can find it, then I'll add it to next week's Trash Talk. But yeah, so if you have like a Vaughn's Pavilion, Vaughn's, Ralph's, Albertsons, this is their brand, and they have all these seasonal flavors and stuff, which are pretty interesting and pretty good actually. All right, so that's my snack trash for this week. So I'm going to do that. Now remember, I was supposed to be having brunch this morning with our friend who is going to Europe, and some other friends from an old Lunch Crafters team that I still, we still try to meet at least once a year. But she got sick actually too. So we canceled it and told her we'll reschedule it when she gets back from Europe, which means I wasn't able to give her the journal, but she said she will just save all her stuff when she's traveling, and then when she gets back, I'll give her the journal, and then she'll just put everything in there. So that works out too. So I have that on the side, and then my friend and I decided not to go to the flea market this morning. It looked like it still might kind of rain today. I look out, I see the sun rising. I don't think it's going to rain today, but we kind of just wanted to rest anyway. So that's good. So it gives me time to rest, and then I'm going to use that time to go out into the backyard and cut back some of that tomato plant that I was showing you guys last week. So I'm going to do that also. But yeah, so for now, I am just going to put this thing together, which I have a lot. But since these are kind of small, they're just going to be either pockets or decoration. This would be a cool pocket because, it's kind of dirty though on the inside. I might just cut this out and make that a decoration. Well, I mean, it still could be a pocket, but make that a decoration. This could be tuck spot. This could be decoration. And this might be the page. But let me see, did I use... Oh yeah, I did use... Well, it's at the beginning though, so I could still put this page in there. And it won't be too close to the other one. Yeah, I might do that. I would say I could use this as a page too. That's possible too. I could use this as a page and just use this as wallpaper in the background. I got a lot of stuff I have to fit though. Oops. Yeah. I'm going to figure this out and then I'll be back. Okay. Okay. I think I kind of figured it out. At first I was going to use this as the page like this, but I think I'm going to instead use this as the initial page. I'll have to trim back here. I'm going to have that flip in. So I'll trim and let's see. So let's trim about like right here. I think I like it when I have less trash. It's a little bit easier. Today is a little bit more trying to figure how I can fit everything in, keep the brand name, all that kind of stuff. Pictures. It's a little bit harder. Okay. So let's just trim this off the back. All right, so this is going to be our page. And then I'm going to use one of the turkey snacks to decorate this flip part. So it'll go like that. I already kind of cut it to fit, so let me do that now. Just need some double-sided tape. I think I can probably get away with using this one because this will stick to that, hopefully. I'll just do a few lines going down. Oh. So what happened this week with me? Well, I did work at the other location, my 2 days, but I did leave early. Yesterday, it was Saturday. I did leave early yesterday again because the person that I'm supposed to be training is still off on PTO. So why am I there, right? So I just ran their jobs for them, got them all caught up, and then I left. So I only worked 3 hours yesterday. But that was okay because as long as I work my minimum of 30 hours, I'm all right. Keep my full-time status. But I worked enough hours at my lab last week because we were a little bit busier that I was able to make it up. So I'm okay. I don't mind. I prefer to have more hours, but I'm not a person that likes to sit around and be doing nothing. I'd rather just go home. All right, let me trim this off. So yeah, so that was that. But I did train. I think I told you guys that she's sending store managers to my store, to get trained on the edger. The edger is the machine that cuts the round lens down to the shape of the frame. Okay, and so there's more steps involved, but that's the easy way to say it. So as a store manager, you have to be able to run or to do everything in the location, right? So a lot of these store managers, some of them are new, some of them have been around, but haven't done it in a while. So they forgot how to do it or don't feel comfortable enough doing it on their own. So I'm just giving those managers a refresher. But last week I did have a new manager come in. She picked it up. I was impressed. She picked it up really fast. Kind of made my training easier. You know what I mean? When they actually understand what you're saying. And I try not to use technical terms. I try not to get too much detail because they just need to know the basics. They don't need to know all the, if this happens, then you do this, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to come across those weird ones that require like more attention. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I think I'm going to put this here as like background decoration, but I'll keep, yeah. Should I do it that? No, you know what? I think I'll do it this way so that you can see this, because I think I'm going to put this guy over here as a tuck spot. And then these will be my journal cards. If I need both, if I can journal on one, then I'll just use one, and I'll just tuck those in like so. Okay. So that means I need to put this down also like that. Okay. And then this will close like that. So then I have this up here that I need to decorate, which I was going to just use that, which means I might need to trim it a tiny bit, or trim this a tiny bit. And I'll have a little bit stick out of the bottom. I don't like all that silver, but it is what it is. So anyways, as I was saying, so I'm training. And so the first one I did on, I believe it was Wednesday. And she did good. She said she felt comfortable. She repeated at the end of the training session. She took me, just verbally, step by step through the process. I signed off, because I have to, on the new ones, I have to sign off on their training. So I felt comfortable signing off on her training. I believe she understood everything. And then, unbeknownst to me, when I went to the other location on Thursday, it was set up that another manager was going to come to that location, to the location that I'm helping out, and learn. And that manager has been in the business for a while, but she just needed more of a refresher. So that was like not last minute, but it was like a last minute type of thing. But she also did well. She picked up, and she actually called my regional and gave me a very great review on my training. So that was nice. That was very nice of her to do that. So, and this is a new kind of program that we're putting together, a new training thing. And it's not going to be every week because once we get everyone up to speed, it just depends on turnover and all that kind of stuff. But the one I trained on Thursday, the one that's seasoned, that's been here for a while, she actually now wants to send her assistant store manager and also an optician to me to learn that also, because the more associates in the building that can do this, the better, right? So then you always have someone scheduled that can edge a job in case a customer comes in and needs it the same day, or is dropping off their frame for you to edge their lenses into, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I can pull it up just a little bit more. Now I'll just put that on there like that. Should I put that on the back already? I should, huh? Let's see how big. So I'm gonna have to trim some of that off. Let's do that first, just so I know the size. All right, just trim here. So that was pretty cool though. Yeah, I got kudos on my training. And then tomorrow I have a touch base with my regional. That's the end of the year kind of touch base. See, what we're going to be focusing on going into next year, that kind of thing. And I'm pretty sure everyone's is different. Everyone's touch base is different. And I'm pretty sure mine is going to be around training, like this training thing that we're trying to put together. And of course, my own location, like my opportunities and stuff, and getting my own people actually up to speed, because my baker boss, she knows how to edge, but I keep telling her she needs to come in at least once a week and do one, so she doesn't forget. Anyway, so yeah, so that was my work related stuff. And then I don't think we had any appointments. We didn't have any appointments for hubby last week, so that was a nice break. He's kind of doing his own sticking. See, it's kind of hard. Oh, I have it upside down. Never mind. My bad. He's kind of doing his own, let's say, physical therapy here at home, trying to fix himself. You know what I mean? I bought him one of those pedal things for your feet that you just put on the floor, and you can just sit in a chair and pedal. So he does that every night, and then we try to take our evening walks if it's not raining. But it's been raining this last week. So we're doing that. And today I'm going to actually keep tabs on his blood pressure, because that new medication that he's on, everything should be settled in now. You know what I mean? So it should be in his system, and we should be able to take readings, and it'll be accurate, and that'll be, so I'm going to start trying to do that on a daily basis. And what I do is I take his blood pressure laying down, and then I have him standing up for a few minutes, and then I'll take it again to see if it's dropped, because that's the problem, is his blood pressure drops tremendously once he stands up. So we'll be focusing on that today also. All right. Anyway. Oh, and then I forgot to show you guys this. All right. It says, attention SMM. This is a box that came in. Lab Olympic materials. Yeah. So my location, which was myself and my coffee buddy Fonz, we're the ones that took the written test. So we have Lab Olympics every year, which I'm going to say it was a little bit more exciting when I had a lab team, not just myself. You know what I mean? But what you do is, first of all, there's like 3 rounds. Your location has to qualify the first round, which is numbers. Okay, so your breakage, how many breakages you have, all that kind of stuff. Your sales, actually, if your store is doing good on sales, all that kind of stuff all ties in. There's like little markers that they go by. So we qualified for the first round. So our location is doing well, our numbers look good, everything like that, right? We're all within reason. So we qualified for that. So then the next round is you have to take a written test, all right, online. It's not really written. So, and it's minimum of 1 person, which would be me, the lab captain. But some locations don't have a lab captain. So then they would have to pick someone in their location that primarily edges the jobs and all that kind of stuff to take there. So it was me. And then I also invited Alfonso, who's my coffee buddy, to also take the test, just in case, because, with hubby's health, I wasn't sure if, what if I'm out, and then I don't want us to pass the written test, and then something happens and I'm not here to do the last part, like I have to be on PTO or something, so, and I don't want our store to not be able to participate. So Alfonso did take the written test with me, and lo and behold, we passed with, I guess, flying colors, because now my location is representing region 98. So my region. So they have like the west zone, south, mid, whatever. So all these zones, and then each zone is broken up into regions. So then you have to get location to represent a region. So um, myself and Alfonso passed. So now we're representing Region 98. So now the final part, and that's where this comes in, is they send us mock jobs. Okay, so glasses. So there's 3 pair, and I don't look at it. That's why it's like this. I just took this off the box. Is because the manager has to set it all up. The store manager, they have to print out the lab tickets, and the time starts. I have an hour to complete the 3 jobs, and then and the time starts once she prints up the lab ticket. So I have no idea because I need the lab ticket to know what I'm doing. So so that's a good way that they have to where you can't like prep in advance. You know what I mean? So they send you frames and lenses, and then the manager prints up the jobs, and then I have an hour to complete said jobs, the 3 jobs, and then I box them up. We quality check them. The manager has to sign off that she checked them for scratches, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And then we send them in, and then they judge by the quality. So then that's the last round. So whoever has the best quality, because you get points for every little thing. So so whoever gets the best, and I've done this Lab Olympics, I've gotten to this part where I had to send in the jobs. Hector and I did it a couple years ago when we had the full service lab. My lead in when I was in Westminster, I sent in jobs. That one was a disaster because the frame on that one, the screw wouldn't go in, like it was stripped. The frame I had was stripped, so then I had to replace it. It was a disaster. So I obviously didn't win on that one. But yeah, so there's a lot, and even way back in the day, I remember being in Lab Olympics when I wasn't even a manager yet. I think I was a lead tech and or assistant maybe. And I remember running the jobs through the full service lab, and we had to even make I can't explain it because you guys won't know what I'm saying, but it was more of a challenge, I would say, because there was a lot we had to do within that time frame. And I don't know. Yeah, we didn't win that. So I've never won. My brother won. My brother up north, Greg, he is also a lab manager, or was a lab manager when we had full service labs. And he did it a few years ago, I think a couple years ago. And he won, I can't remember. I think he won 3rd place, because this is international. This is across the board. And he won 3rd place. I'm so proud of him. He went up against one of the lab managers in my region, and obviously secretly I was rooting for my brother to win. So that's cool. And you win money, and you get a lab coat with your name embroidered on it, stuff like that. Used to get a ring, but I don't think you get a ring anymore. And then you also get like a little trophy. And the trophy was made out of machine parts. It's kind of cool, but I don't know what they'll do now that we don't have those machines anymore. All right. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that in here somewhere too, because this happened this week, and so now I have until December 8th. I have to run these jobs. So I'm probably gonna try to do it this week if I can. It's so hard because it's Thanksgiving, so that's a day that we're not going to be here. I mean, I'm just taking it as a regular day off, but still. So I just got to figure that out. I'll figure that out tomorrow when I can do that, because the SMM has to be there to be able to be there with me. All right. All right, let's just take this to this now. I think I could have lifted it up a little bit higher than this. Now this one I'm going to have to use this tape because this doesn't stick to that if you're just doing it like that. So yeah, so that's exciting. So hopefully I win, but if I don't, it's okay. I never really get excited for things like that. I mean, I know I should, but I just miss having the full service labs. To me, it's like that was more of a challenge than now. I mean, it's still a challenge by all means. I'm not taking away from that, especially for those that don't have a lab captain and they're not used to, what I mean? They don't have as much knowledge. So it'd be nice if someone like that wins, because that means they overcame a lot more obstacles than I would. Okay, let's see. All right, what else? Is there anything else I need to talk to you guys about? Oh no, Lab Olympics, training program, snacks. Oh, I did. Baker Boss made some cheesecake. She makes little cheesecake cupcakes. And she saved me a couple. She found my little bowl in the lab and she put them in there and put them in the refrigerator. That's so nice. She texted me and said, I'm going to save you some cheesecake. And I was like, oh. So I had that as snacks too last week. I ain't going to lie. I had a lot of snacks last week. All right. And those were good. Those are delicious. And then she also made cookies, which I'm still working on. She made cookies this week, macadamia. They're like macadamia and sugar cookies type of cookies. And they're good also. She brought those in for me yesterday. Well, she brought them in for the store managers, and then she was looking for my bowl again yesterday when I came in. She's like, I can't find your bowl. I was going to give you some cookies. And I was like, oh, it's like I have it in my bag. So I had to clean the cheesecake remnants out of, do I need to trim that? Should I? Maybe. Yeah, I'll trim it. Okay. So you guys doing anything for Thanksgiving? I can't believe it's already Thanksgiving. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everything's like going by kind of fast right now. Hubby and I, we don't, since we're empty nesters now, we don't do anything. We will go to our favorites. I think it's more my favorite than his favorite. Lazy Acres. I know some of you guys were already saying that out loud, Kristen. We'll go to Lazy Acres. They usually have like a deli there, and they'll have some good food there. Sometimes, they'll have like the Thanksgiving food, but then they'll have other stuff too, which I prefer because I'm not a big fan of turkey. I don't know. I'm not. But yeah, so we'll do that. Okay, is this go all the way? Is this going to go all the way? No? Okay. Maybe a little bit there. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm talking to myself because I can't remember what I said I was going to do. All right, so this, we'll just go this way. I like this glue tape. I got this off of Amazon. And it's like a little pack of, I think it was like 3 or 4 of them in there. I can't remember. Reasonable price. But I like how you can just do this and it works. All right. Works pretty good. Oh, I don't know why I went all the way to the edge because I don't think this even goes to the edge. I'll go down a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even go down to here. So I might have to put something over that. All right. Well, I think my little turkey guy is going to be over here anyway. But he can't go past that because he has to stay. All right, it looks like I can probably trim a little bit more of that off. Let's do that now. Sorry, guys. Normal junk journals, I don't care, and trash journals, I don't care if things are sticking out, but this one, because I'm not sure how I'm going to store these yet, I'm thinking I might make like a container for them, like a box, like I did for my junk journal July, just to stack them all in. So then if I do, I might not want things sticking out and getting folded. In fact, one of these legs, this one, I had to move up because it was sticking too far out. No, it was this one. No, it was that one. Because I don't want it to get all crinkled and stuff. All right, so if I put you in here, like that, because this can't go past there, and you guys are going to get tucked in here, so that means I can put tape about this much, glue these down all the way. I still have this. Oh. I'll put that there. That'll cover up some of it. Let me put tape on the side. Okay. There we go. All right. And then these guys go in here. All right. Now, how am I going to glue you in? Should I just use glue or double-sided tape, even though glue might work. I think I'll use double-sided tape. Oh, I forgot that this is going to be up there like that. Shoot. Can I come up? Oh, yeah. Just redo that again later if I have to. All right, so that's going to be like that. Oh, geez. That. Okay. Okay. And let's just glue this one in. All right. I need to stop talking so I can fast forward because the more I talk, where am I at? How many minutes? 36. Jeez. Yeah, let me shut up. I don't think I have anything else left to say anyways. I think I told you guys everything. Like I said, my weeks are very uneventful. Except for I do need to, since it's been raining, yesterday actually, I was gonna go the scenic route home, but it was still kind of a rainy, sprinkly. But I don't know. I find out tomorrow when I have my touch base whether or not I'm going to still be at that other location. Because if not, I think next Saturday is my last day there. And so I'm going to have to take the scenic route home so that I can videotape part of the ocean for you guys. I'm promising you that. And then I haven't been able to deliver. So we'll see. So rain or shine, I'm going to have to do it next Saturday. So then that will appear on next Trash Talk. If I'm able to do that, I will put it on next Sunday's Trash Talk. I mean, it's not a big deal. Most of y'all seen the ocean, but you can see my drive. All right, so I'm going to put it like this, right? Okay. That can go there. These guys will tuck in here. This will close like this. And I just need to add this now. That will go on the back. All right, look at that. I'm almost done. So I probably won't get to fast forward any of this, so it's going to be I'm sorry. Maybe I'll just speed up my talking, so I'll be talking like that, like a gopher. Or chipmunk, I should say. All right. All right. There we go. I'll trim some of it if I need to. And we are done. Wow. Sorry it took so long, peeps. Let's see. I have a little, and actually the sticker that I write the week on, it looks like fall colors and stuff. It's actually befitting for November. All right, let's put this down here. And what did I say it was? 47, right? Week 47. Oop. Oh, where's my marker that I like to use? There we are. 47? Yes, 47. If I'm wrong, just have to put another sticker over it. All right, that's it, guys. So we have burgers. I just got to rank it. Well, let's see if it fits. So I'll go in here. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just trim that off. Yeah, all right. I'll just trim the silver off. But we have our page, which is actually the veggie burgers, decoration with the turkey snack. Open it up. This is a flip. I guess I could have put something there too. I could have put that there, but oh well. Got my weird flavored chips there. Got the cute little Thanksgiving decoration there. And then on the back, I have the chocolate covered chips. What can I put there? Maybe I'll put this little thing there. Yeah, I'll just put that there. All right. There we go. All done. Okay, that's it, you guys. I will see y'all on the next video, which I'm not sure what it's going to be. Not really working on anything. I still need to do pockets for my garden journal. But I'm trying to just collect images and stuff right now for that. And I haven't really done anything in the garden except for the potatoes that I need to log down. So, but yeah, so here we are. I am working on, I'm not going to tell you guys. You'll just see. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, this is it. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone has, whether you celebrate it or not, a nice Thanksgiving, start of the holiday season. I hope you get to spend time with family if that's possible. I wish I could. Usually I do go up north to visit my brothers and my mom, but with work, blackout days and all that kind of stuff, and with hubby's conditions and stuff, I just feel better just to hang out at home and go to Lazy Acres, get our food, just chill out. Hopefully it'll be a nice day weather-wise, but I really wish everyone happy holiday season coming up and a good Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate or not, and good food, good snacks, collect trash, make a trash journal. All right. Love you guys. Tschüss.